What's going on, YouTubers? So, we're going to cover a lot of different content on my channel. Okay. Um, Hope you see that there because it's a clue. So, anyways, we're going to be talking about flat earth. We're going to be talking about religion. We're going to be talking about uh, quantum physics. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things. Let's start out with the flat earth. People say, what's it matter? You know, it doesn't change my life one way or another. Well, yeah, it does actually, because NASA's been stealing your money this entire time for this lie. Okay. We have people starving on this planet because of the system we live in. I have a much better system. And when you find a way to contact me, we will discuss that. The system's already in place. We're just tweaking a couple things, and bam, just like that, we make it happen, guys. So, anyways, they've been stealing your money for this lie, made you believe you live someplace that you don't. Because, I mean, if you guys really think about it, you got all this spinning around 1,000 miles an hour, 67,000 miles an hour around the sun or whatever. And then the whole universe is galaxies traveling through the universe at 600 and something odd million miles an hour. All that spinning going on, and the stars are always where they're supposed to be. Okay. There's no wavering of it. Okay. So you got to ask yourself that. You can see the moon and the sun in the sky at the same time. They say the sun is the reflection off the moon. Well, then why is it white? And why is it then when I can see the moon at, um, let's say, around 3 o'clock, where the sun's high in the sky and the moon's over here to the west, but you can't see the whole thing. So if it's the reflection off the sun, then you should be able to see the whole thing. Okay, they tell you that you see the shades of it, or the crescent and the different shapes of it, because of the sun being behind the earth or whatever, or the moon being behind the earth, so it's only lighting that much up. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's common sense. If Just let your eyes see it, guys, and listen to their bullshit. I know we were all brainwashed into this stuff and it sucks, but you know what? It's time to fix things, okay? The time for laziness is over, guys. Okay, it's into the 3 minute mark here, 3 minute 30 seconds, so now we can talk. So yeah, you can find me. I left a clue in this video. Very easy to find, it's not hard. And they shut me down all the time, guys. I'm not even on TikTok anymore because they've deleted my channel so many times, because I speak 100% truth. We're all in the same boat. We're all in this together. The only way out of it is for us to cooperate. Okay. These people in control of everything are very organized, and that's why they get away with it so easily. They've got us all divided. Okay. The fact of the matter, guys, is let's put all of our differences aside, all your belief systems, everything. Okay. Because the point of the matter is we are all slaves here, every one of us, and it does not matter what color you are. If you have a money system like ours, where they create money out of nothing with the Federal Reserve, then you're a slave, because they have us making all these products in these factories and stuff, right? And then they pay us for this, right? Then anytime we want any of these products that all us slaves made, we have to give this money up. So the corporation that paid us got the money back for their product, didn't they? And they got our energy for free. I want you to think about that just for a minute. Let that set in. They stole your energy, gave you this worthless piece of paper for it, and then made you give it back for these goods and services that we've created for each other here. My system's fair for everybody. There is no money. We all work about, I'm thinking, 4 hours a day versus the 8 that we have to now or more to make it because of the way they control this system and, you know, inflate and deflate the price of our money, our purchasing power of our dollar, so to speak. Okay. They have complete control over that, guys. So to get control back, we just got to get rid of it completely. Because look, guys, we're already doing all the work. Okay. So don't overthink this shit. Okay, guys? This is so simple. Do not overthink it. Stop making excuses. Let's gather and let's get this done. So we work 4 hours a day, 4 days a week at whatever you're good at doing or whatever you want to do for the benefit of society here. If you're doing what you're doing now and you like it, you keep doing it. You know what I mean? Only you're going to do it a lot less. There's going to be no money, and you can have anything anybody else created here because we're all making these products for to make life easier on us. That's why we have these $1 million ideas that we come up with, guys. We we're all creators, guys. So let's start creating instead of letting them create for us because that's what's happening now because we're not creating for ourselves or together. So if you like the job you're doing now, continue to do it. You just do it less, 4 hours a day, and I think we can cut it down even less than that, guys. That's only 16 hours a week of your time at whatever you're good at doing or whatever you want to do. And you can have anything on this planet because we're all already creating all this stuff. Okay. People are going to be a lot smarter because they're not trapped into a job now. Okay. They can actually do whatever they want. Oh, I've always wanted to learn how to do this, but I couldn't before because the pay. It didn't pay me as much as, what I was doing to survive in this plantation. Because make no mistake, it's one big plantation, this entire planet. Anybody who has a money system like ours where they create money out of nothing and charge you interest on it, like they borrowed it from somebody, it's theft. It's a fraudulent scheme, guys. Okay? It's fake. It's imaginary. But we're all born into it. And that's why it seems normal to you. Oh, it's just the way it is. No, it's not the way it's supposed to be, though. Yes, it is the way it is, but it's not supposed to be this way. My system is simple, fair for everyone. There's nothing left to fight about, guys. There's nothing left to be unhappy about. You know, you know what the complaint I get? Everybody tells me, "Oh," because I say, "Yeah, you work 4 hours a day, 4 days a week at whatever you're good doing it, or whatever you want to do. As long as you do that, you can have anything here." People tell me, "Oh, it'll never work." I say, "Give me one reason why it won't work." Oh, well, you'll have people that don't want to work. Oh, really? You have that system now. It's called welfare, and you're paying for it. So, yes, you're going to have people that don't want to work. But when they come over here trying to steal our resources because they didn't want to be part of our community, then we're not going to put them in a cage. We're going to put them to work. What did you try to steal? Oh, a TV? Okay, well, you got to make two TVs. You can leave here with the TV you're trying to, but you're going to make two TVs, because you didn't want to be part of this. So you make two TVs and we'll let you leave with the first one without no loss or harm to anybody. Okay. He didn't steal our resources, but he did pay a penalty to get his TV. You know what I mean? He had to put twice as much work in because he had to make two TVs, one for himself and one for the one he tried to steal. Okay. So he's only leaving with one. And we got that extra resource now because of what he tried to do. So nobody's going to be weaning off of our resources. Okay, guys? And eventually, people who didn't want to work are going to realize, you know what? It's way easier to just put your 4 hours or 16 hours in a week and have anything you want than it is to try to, excuse me, try to come over here and swindle them over here, from steal their stuff. So, like I said, it makes sense, guys. It's fair for everyone. Let's put all of our differences aside. I'm going to end it here, guys. I'm going to keep making videos, though. I love you guys. That's why I do this. We're all in this together. I got a 13-year-old daughter, and what woke me up was me having her and Just decided to figure out how does all this work. And I researched, guys. I did an enormous amount of research, and it's all a Ponzi scheme. It's all what do you say, a pyramid scheme. So there's a few people in control of it all, and don't let that fear you guys. All we have to do is gather together. That's all it takes, guys. We don't have to have anything in our hands. We just have to have enough people to where they're like, oh, yeah, this is a lost cause. Because we're standing together, guys. And it's peaceful. I guarantee you, the ones with the pew pews are going to drop them. They're going to be like, all right, we're on your side now. Because they're sick of it too. But everybody's in this program, this slave program, guys. So they're all just trying to fight, fuck, or figure it out. And it's every man for himself, as you see now. We got to stop that. That's what the powers that be want it. They want us in division because if as long as we're divided, we'll never focus and conquer them, you know? And we don't have to destroy them or do anything. We just pull them out. There is no money. They have no power now, okay? Because we're taking control of everything again. It belongs to all of us equally on this planet. And in this system, instead of them charging us for everything, we can actually live like the animals, put a little bit of energy into eat and drink and have everything for free. Because they do have to go, look for their food or whatever, the animals. So it does require a little bit of energy for that, you know what I mean? But everything's essentially here free. It just takes a little of your energy to extract the materials out of the ground to make metal, to build your $1 million idea out of steel or whatever. And, so you get iron out of the ground, to build that. But like I said, money has nothing to do with any of this, guys. It's our thought and our energy that creates everything here. And they're stealing it all from us, guys. Please wake up, guys. I've been preaching this shit for almost 15 years now, and ever since I had a daughter, I knew everything was corrupt, but I just didn't know how it worked. And I took the time and the discipline to stay focused and figure out how it works so my daughter didn't have to grow up in the same misery we did. And that's what a responsible parent does, guys. So let's be responsible. Let's unite. You can find me. So I love myself. I love you guys. Peace, God. Peace, reflection. Let's stand together now. We can change this entire planet within a week, guys. And like I said, don't overthink it. We're already doing all the jobs. You're just going to work a lot less, have a lot more free time, and be able to go on vacation anywhere you want on this planet because there is no borders anymore, guys. We're all born here. We should be able to go from one end of it to the other. And there's a lot of stayists out there, which are guys who believe, oh, stay where you were born. No, you know what? This is a beautiful place. And you're limited to the beauty that you see by the paycheck that you have. Okay? Because especially now, it costs a fortune to do anything here. All they did is keep stealing your purchasing power and making it more difficult, more difficult. It doesn't take any, it takes less energy now to make a loaf of bread than it did, 50 years ago or 100 years ago. Let's just do 50 years ago. What was it? 2 cents a nickel for a loaf of bread? Now what are you paying? $3, $4 for a loaf of bread? Oh, inflation. There's no such thing. The money's fake. The only thing inflation is by them printing money out of nothing and continuing to printing more of it, it lowers the value of your dollar, which it had no value to begin with. And that is the most important key that everybody needs to be taking from this video right now. Your dollar has no value, but they are stealing all of our energy for it. Come on. I don't like being a slave. They've tried to get me to react so many times here. You guys don't even want to know what happened to me. Trying to bring you this message. Horrendous life I've had, especially after they took my daughter from me. Yeah, I have no idea what these guys will do, okay? I didn't let any of that scare me, guys. I'm still standing strong here. And guess what? I got my daughter back. And I didn't even have to deal with the court system. So, I'm not bullshit, guys. Find me. Let's stand together now. It doesn't take all of us, guys. It just takes enough of us, okay? And don't be scared. You're scared because we're all alone here. We're all trying to just survive. We're not cooperating. But when we cooperate, we're going to be strong. We're going to feel safe. What do the cops do? Every time you don't do exactly what they tell you, or you raise your voice, or any kind of thing that they don't like, what do? They call for their gang members, don't they? They call for backup. And I know not all cops are bad cops. I'm not saying that. There are a few good ones in there, but most of them are corrupt, guys. I'm speaking from personal experience, okay? I'm not even going to go into the stories. We can go into that if you decide to call me. Please make that call. But getting kind of long here on this video. I know your guys' attention span is only 3 minutes, but I have a lot to say. And I've been saying it over and over and over, and you guys just aren't hearing it. Just listen to it. Your money is fake. They're stealing your energy and selling you all this shit back to you that we already create for each other. Don't you see through that? That's not how it's supposed to work. We're supposed to be co-creating here, guys. Anyways, I'm going to end this video now. It's getting lengthy. So I hope you guys see this. I hope you find me and we gather together. It can happen as fast as we want it to happen, guys. Okay? How fast can you dial? And don't worry, you're not going to overwhelm me. I'll have other people answering phones so we can communicate. We have the technology, guys, to communicate with everybody on this planet. Let's use their technology against them. They're using it against us. They've got us all consumed in this phone all day long. People are even sitting down at dinner on their phone. It's ridiculous. The whole family will be at the table on their phone, even if they're even at the table. See how separated they did to us with this technology? So let's use it back, communicate with everybody here, and bam. It's that simple, guys. And I guarantee you, when we come into my system, which is already here, we're just getting rid of the money, guys, and the passports and all these permission slips that you need. Okay? There's 2 laws, 3 laws. Don't create any loss or harm, personal injury, or property damage. And don't contract to create personal injury or property damage. And that's exactly what the police are doing, contracting to commit personal injury and property damage. So, right in your face, guys. You guys just don't. Like a warrant. A warrant. It's spelled W-A-R-R-A-N-T. R-A-N-T. Let's break it down. Put a hyphen in there. W-A-R hyphen R-A-N-T. Warrant. They're trying to pick a fight with you. And it's a word battle, guys. We went to school for spelling because we're all in a spell. I know I said I was going to end it, but as you see, it's like Encyclopedia Britannica up here, guys. The entire fucking volume and then some. Okay? Make that call. I love myself. Peace, God. Peace, reflection.